What's up, guys? It's Mike Chong. I just wanted to say thank you for all the subscribers, all the views, and the comments. I really do appreciate it. I've been getting a lot of emails, and thank you for all the good comments for my last video, which was on Peter Wang. Tried to make it a little bit longer, but we were kind of pressed for time. It was before work. But if you haven't checked out JH's videos, definitely go check him out. He has a lot of good information, a lot of different information than I put out. A lot of the same too. I mean, I'd have to say a lot of the same. He's got a lot more personality than me, which is cool. I love the guy. But today, I wanted to hit on it again, and I wanted to kind of go over a more directional path to success in the post office and applying for the post office, kind of go over expectations, not quitting. And the reason why I want to go over this video again is because I've been getting a lot of emails, unfortunately, about quitting the post office and about people being, close to the end of their rope with the post office. And I mean, it breaks my heart to hear, but in the same sense, I know what people are going through. I know the stresses, the pressures, the time away from family, learning a new system. I know all of that. So in a sense, I can kind of relate to that, But what I wanted to go over today is a more structured type of path to give you all that will ensure, or pretty much come really close to ensuring you that you're going to make it. And the first one I want to get right off the bat is real expectations. Coming into the post office, you're coming into something new, so you're a little bit excited, maybe a little bit nervous, but you're excited probably in the sense that you're going to be having a good job, you're going to be getting paid well. And what I want you all to take with that is real expectations of what is expected from you and what you can encounter on your way to be, getting past your 90-day probation, onto your 120 days, onto your first year, onto your 2 years, and then into becoming a career employee. And knowing your expectations and having realistic expectations is a great way to start. So having all those positive ones about pay, you also need to understand the negative ones as well. You're going to be learning new things that you've never learned before. It might sound simple, throwing mail in a mailbox or something like that. But when you start the job, you're going to eventually learn that, there's things that you can miss. There's things that there's more going into just throwing mail in the mailbox. So you have to, it all comes down to pretty much time. Don't feel as rushed out there as some of you are telling me. Like, I know you think you're going slow. I know that the supervisors are on you about going fast or like picking up speed. Don't listen to the supervisors when they're trying to speed you up, okay? Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So if you're going at the fastest pace you possibly can and you think it's slow, it's actually fast. You're going to get faster with time, like Pete said. With time, you're going to get really fast. And also, it's like I said before in my other videos, it's really easy to become seasoned in the post office. Like 2 months, 3 months tops, and you know what you're doing out there. You know what DPS is. You know what all the terms are for the most part. And so first step is having realistic expectations. Second step is getting through your 90 days without becoming too flustered. And that's a lot easier said than done for me, because I don't have to deal with certain things that you all have to deal with. I'm not getting pressured too much from the supervisors because they know me already. I'm an established regular. So, but I do want you to know that I've been there. I've experienced everything. I've experienced, time away from family. I've experienced learning new things, making mistakes. And I don't want you all to get flustered and get caught up on that and think like, oh my gosh, like I'm in my 90 days and like I just can't take it anymore. So just have those realistic expectations going into it. Know that you have to get to a goal. Say your 90 days is your goal. Get to that goal, first. After that, it's becoming speedy with little errors. If you do make an error, it's not the end of the world, because I've been doing this for years and I still make errors every single day. I'll even tell my customers, like, they think it's the person on my day off making the errors and they'll automatically blame it on the person covering my route. But I'll let them know, hey, it can possibly be me because I'm not perfect. I can possibly make these errors, myself. So don't take it out on them because it can definitely be me too. So, these things I want you all to remember and I want you all to understand, because if you do these things, you'll have about, almost a guarantee that you're not going to have any issues after this. One thing that helped me when I first started is that there was a regular, and like the things that he would say in the morning when I was a CCA and kind of how his attitude was, I saw how he had an attitude with the supervisors all the time. And like, I saw that, to me personally, I thought he was just lazy, because I would hear like a bunch of people talking about him and that he was lazy and he didn't like to work and all this stuff. And so what helped me is that I compared myself to him. And I told myself, if this guy can do it, I can. I definitely can. So, that's what helped me kind of get through certain parts of the, the first couple of months of my CCA career. But, do things like that if you have to. Like, take the nastiest turd in your office and compare yourself to him and know that if they can get to where they are, you can too. And just be strong. Be strong. Don't quit. Like, don't, I know a lot of this is mental. I know a lot of it's physical too. Like, if you're not used to walking 13 miles a day, mentally, you're not used to all this pressure and the supervisors and all this time away from your family. So it can get mentally and physically taxing, compounded together. And just be strong, because if you can get through that, just think about what else you can get through. Pretty much that's it. So this is directly toward mainly people applying and mostly toward people who are actually first starting the post office right now. If you don't have any issues and you're just starting, like, definitely kudos to you and keep going through. But if you are having a hard time, email me. Like, put in the comments, like, vent. I get back to every single person that emails me or messages me. I get back to them as fast as I can. Vent if you have to. Like, I know I'm going to be there. I'm not going to sit there and talk negative to at all. I'm going to be positive. So just be ready for that. That if you're coming to me with and you're venting, I'm going to tell you my experience. I'm going to tell you that I understand. And then I'm going to give you some type of encouragement or something positive to take away from it or to compare to it. So vent. If you have to send me, some people send me an email every single day. Some people send me emails, multiple times a day. And I get back to every single one. And it's not just a quick little, sometimes, if I'm working, it's a quick little like, hey, like I understand yours. But for the most part, I go into a little bit, I say a couple of sentences, at least, or give my honest opinion. So other than that, this video has become way too long. So just stick in there, guys. Be strong, Don't, especially if a supervisor, you don't think they like you and they're gunning for you, why would you quit? Like, stick it in there, because if you quit, they won. You've let them win. If you stick in there and, you take being sent to this office, you take getting a piece from this route, you take being sent out 2 times after you're done with your route, just think, they're trying to get me to quit. And if I quit, they've won. If I stick in it and at the end of 2 years, I have enough money to buy a house or to buy a new car or put my kids in private school, I win. I win. So just know the benefits that come with it, know the possibilities that can be had in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years at retirement. Don't go back to your Best Buy job. Don't go back to your 40-hour, Walmart job. I'm not saying those jobs aren't bad, but don't limit yourself, unlimit yourself. I don't know, that kind of sounds stupid, but anyway, you guys have a good day. See you later. MailmanMikeChong at gmail.com. MailmanMikeChong on Instagram. Vent, do any of that you want to, vent to me, ask me questions. Other than that, see you later.